And welcome back to your newest rendition of Beerfield Fantasy Football Shots. We're here to talk DFS. It is Friday, so Week 10 daily plays. As always, I'll give you a guy that's a little bit pricier, that's not going to kill your team, a guy in the mid-range that should have safe floor but might not blow up, and a guy that's cheap that could blow up but probably has almost no floor. You can follow me on Twitter at HoppBFF. That is HOPPBFF. Always there to answer your questions. Also the show at BeerfieldFF. Check out the podcast, Beerfield Fantasy Football Podcast, drops Monday, Wednesday, Friday on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. All right. So, DFS plays this week. Starting with quarterback, as always. Guy you want to pay for this week is Dak Prescott. He's always got safe floor, but no Zeke. Teams have tried to, this year, make Dak beat them. He's proven he can do it. So, I think no Zeke just... It helps him probably more than it helps anybody else. Yes, they'll still try to run the ball, but he'll have to throw it a bit more as well. Atlanta's got a good offense, or an okay offense, which should keep them throwing the football. So I like Dak Prescott this week. Josh McCown is an exceptional matchup against Tampa Bay. He's kind of my safe guy. He's going for 6,100. He's been around that QB 10 to 14 range for the entire season, really. So you can pay for him. He won't kill you if you want to spend some money elsewhere. And my guy that's kind of got a safe floor, not a safe floor, but could blow up, Marcus Mariota. So they're going to get him worked in, more designed runs. That should open up things a little bit more. He's got talented wide receivers. So if he's using his legs, not standing in the pocket, that defense is opening up. They should be able to run that offense how they want to. Other guys I like, Matt Stafford against Cleveland and Jared Goff against Houston. They're both kind of somewhere between Prescott and McCown, but they both... Goff has a really plus matchup. Stafford's looks like a plus matchup, but McCourty is coming back. It was pretty much shut down. Got Buddy Calhoun also. So this is going to stand to be a little bit rough, but Golden Tate is going to be the bright spot here for Stafford. At running back, guys I like, Leonard Fournette against the Chargers. He's going for 8,400. He's rested. He's fresh. He's going to get fed. Chargers not a great run defense. Alvin Kamara up against Buffalo. He's kind of my floor guy, except he could go off. Him and Ingram are splitting work. They're both really efficient. He is used a lot as a pass catcher, though, and involved a lot in that way, which is where Buffalo is kind of weak against the running back. And Buffalo, since they lost Darius, they got ran all over the place on. It could have been a Thursday night anomaly, but we'll see. And then my guy that I like to blow up, 4,700, Doug Martin against the Jets. It's a plus matchup, and let's be honest here. He didn't really do a whole lot last week, and he's got something to prove. So bounce back game. Other guy I like there, Le'Veon Bell, not mentioned, but I love his matchup this week. I love that game script. He's the most expensive thing you can pay for, but I do like him also. Wide receivers, Antonio Brown against Indy, 9,500. Self-explanatory. You don't need to say a lot there. Vontae Davis is not playing, so Brown should feast. Sterling Shepard against San Francisco. San Francisco's got a really bad defense. He's the only thing left standing in New York. Deontay Thompson. Zay Jones is not going to play. Deontay Thompson, when he's targeted more than 4 times, is going for more than 100 yards, at least since he came to Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor likes to throw the ball deep. This is his new deep threat. He can get separation. He can make contested catches. So Deontay Thompson, sneaky play this week and could blow up again. Other guys I like here, Robbie Anderson. Again, good match against Tampa Bay. Golden Tate, as I mentioned, that is kind of going to be the weak spot in Cleveland's coverage. And Adam Thielen, same thing. He runs out of the slot over 50% of the time, which puts him away from Breland and Norman. So Adam Thielen, also a good play this week. At tight end, I like Evan Ingram at San Francisco. He's been a top 5 tight end pretty much ever since the Beckham injury. Cameron Brate against the Jets. They're missing Mike Evans. They're going to have to go to somebody. Cameron Brate looks like he could be that somebody. He had a rough week last week, but before that, he had not given you a doubt all season. And then my really, really cheap, really want to save money start, Garrett Selleck. George Kittle's not going to play, which puts Selleck immediately in a pass-catching role. And he's up against the Giants, who are worst against tight ends than anybody else in the league. So Garrett Selleck, if you're looking for a really cheap dart throw, that's where you want to go. Other guy I like here, Kyle Rudolph. Again, Washington just not great against in the middle of the field in general. So I like him. And finally, defenses. Jacksonville against the Chargers, 3,900. Rivers is prone to interceptions. That offensive line is a little bit beat up, so Jacksonville's pass rush should be well. My favorite one, though, Minnesota, 3,100 against Washington. Washington's got 4 of their 5 offensive linemen on the injury report. Even if they play, they're crippled. Minnesota's got an exceptional pass rush, really, really good in coverage, even though Cousins tends to be safer with the football. I think that they're going to feast on this. And then my cheap play, the Titans, 2,800 against Cincinnati. And finally, what am I running out this week in the $20, $1 million grand prize DraftKings? I am running out quarterback Josh McCown, running backs Le'Veon Bell and Leonard Fournette, wide receivers Robbie Anderson, Robert Woods, who I don't believe I talked about, but Robert Woods has been a guy that in PPR, which is how DraftKings scores, has given me a 10-point floor. So with Robbie Anderson and my other wide receiver, Deontay Thompson, I'm taking a little bit of a chance here. So I wanted to get that safe floor in, and it is a plus matchup. We saw what he did with the plus matchup last week, so I got Robert Woods in there. Deontay Thompson, my other wide receiver. Tight ends, Cameron Brate, and I actually flexed a tight end in Kyle Rudolph this week. And my defense is the Vikings. That's all I got for DFS. Nick will be with you tomorrow to talk ins and outs and drop a news episode. We'll be recording a podcast later tonight that should release probably about the same time this is. Depends on if it is edited fast enough or not. And you can always follow the show at BeerfieldFF on Twitter. At HotBFF is how you follow me. That's with 2 P's. And I will catch you guys next time.